Good evening, cowboys, cowgirls, and outlaws. Welcome to the Slick Sixguns Network. I'm your host, Slick Sixguns, and I'm here to provide education, tips, and community for those interested in the Western shooting sports. If you're interested in stuff like that, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that notifications bell so you don't miss anything. Now let's pack our wagons and see what's being discovered out west. Today we are going to be talking about a very unique piece of history that I have in my personal collection. And some of you may actually have it. So I'm very excited to introduce that to you. Make sure that you guys stay hooked for this video and stay all the way to the end, just because I got some good content that you're going to be seeing. So let me go ahead and do a quick safety check real quick before I talk about it, because I know it's the ultimate thing that we always have to do when we're showing this stuff to all my keyboard ROs out there. I need to make sure that I'm doing this just for you. With that being said, this is my Colt 1903. I'm going to go ahead and show clear. Nothing in the magazine. And nothing in the chamber. Okay? It is completely clear. So, anyway, this video is going to be talking about this pistol. I'm not going to go into the history of it. I'm not going to go into anything specific about it that has to do with anything you would cover on my content on YouTube. If you want to see content like that, please go over there, take a look at that. I have all sorts of different historical pieces that I talk about. And, you know, if you guys like that content, take a look. But this is just going to be talking about this pistol. Telling you a little bit about where I found it and why I decided to get it. But I know that this is mostly a cowboy channel. I know this is mostly a Western history channel. And, you know, so this is something that is kind of uncommon. So why am I showing you an autoloader? Well, basically, it's a 1903 pocket hammerless model by Colt. And, you know, cowboy action and the Western shooting sports do deal with autoloaders at some point. Usually in the Wild Bunch matches is what you're looking at. You're dealing with a 1911, which was made in 1911 and had predecessors to that. This was one of the predecessors. So that's kind of why I actually got into the history of this and why I decided to pick one up. Not to mention I also picked one up because it is just an interesting looking pistol. I'm going to go ahead and show it to you up close a little bit so you can see it a little bit more. It definitely has a nice patina to it. It's very sleek looking. I'll say that. It is an original Colt. It is not a replica. For those of you who know who makes replicas like these, that is of this specific model, please let me know in the comments section, because I am not aware of a specific model that is a replica of the Colt 1903. Maybe some of you can point me in the right direction. But this is a pocket hammerless. Doesn't mean that it doesn't have a hammer. It is not striker fired. It is actually hammer fired, and the hammer is shrouded underneath the slide. It fits my hand very well, and it actually takes up all fingers, which I kind of like. It's great for something that was meant for concealed carry, but that is not necessarily what we're going to talk about. If this is something that you like to carry for concealed carry, please let me know in the comments section. I'd like to know who does carry something like this. I hear all the time that people carry their single action armies or carry a single action pistol of some type. Well, I'm sure some people carry these too. But just look at how thin this thing is. It's a very thin looking pistol. You know, basically the size of my finger in width. The sights are extremely small, not really defined. It's pretty much just a point and shoot type of pistol, but nonetheless is pretty neat. I like it very much. I'm going to go ahead and get back to my coffee. I'm going to put this down so that we can drink more coffee and enjoy some time. Please let me know what your questions are about this pistol. If you have any, shoot them in the comments section. I'd like to go and answer them for you. I'll keep rambling on for a little while. So this is going to take a little bit of time. I hope you are enjoying it so far. So, but what type of round does it fire? Well, there's two to my knowledge. There's a 380 and then a 32 ACP. This one is in 32. And I'm going to go ahead and show you what a 32 looks like. It's a very petite looking round right there. As you can see, it is not much bigger, not much smaller than the size of my pinky here. The tip of my pinky finger. It pretty much is about as long as that, and it's about half as wide. And the round itself is just really, really small, very compact, you know, and it is a pretty nice shooting cartridge, I'll have to say. I like it. Actually, I like it more so than the 380, which I think is kind of interesting. But obviously it depends on what type of pistol you're using and what type of size gun you have. This is a very thick gun for this type of cartridge. It is a good gun for this cartridge, and the slide operates great. It's very sleek, and it's just very smooth to shoot. That's what I like about it. Obviously, it's not something that I'm going to use in competition, because you can't legally do that in any of the Western shooting sports that I know of. If it has changed, updated or anything, please let me know in the comment section. I'd like to know. But to my knowledge, it is not allowed in the Western shooting sports at all. However, it is that transition between, you know, we have single action pistols going into autoloaders, and then obviously, as I said, the 1911 is allowed in Wild Bunch. I know that some clubs put on special matches to have like gangster days and 1930s days and things like that, where they do bring out Thompsons, they do bring out auto-loading pistols, 1911s, and they probably bring out a few 1903s, I'm sure. I haven't seen it, but doesn't say it's not out there. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the round again real quick, and then I'll go ahead and skip to the pistol to show everyone else who is just jumping on. Here's the round, the 32 ACP. Nice little cartridge. I love it. It's fun to shoot. It's expensive. Not as expensive as some, but you know, once you find it, you kind of want to pick up some of it, just like any person does with ammo. But of course, if you reload, which I don't reload for this cartridge, I reload for a few other cartridges. Maybe I'll get into reloading with this. Please let me know what your experiences are in reloading the 32 ACP. But here it is. We're going to go ahead and do a little bit more of a detailed show of this pistol. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you what it looks like and kind of the condition it's in. So as I said, it's overall just kind of a general patina. Right here. It does have the original grips on it. These aren't aftermarket. It says Colt across there on both sides. The grip is checkered. You know, it's not super smooth, so it's kind of neat. I like that. It has a different type of magazine release, more than what you would see today. It releases actually from the bottom. It holds 7 rounds of 32 ACP plus 1 in the chamber for a total of 8. And it's got a nice two-tone color to it, which to my understanding was very common. And if not so, originated with the factory just due to tensile strength with the tip here. Okay, and it does say on the bottom Colt caliber 32, something like that. Yeah, you can see it just right there. Kind of neat. It's a good magazine. It only came with 1 magazine. Surprisingly, this pistol does not have a magazine hold open. It does not have a last round hold open. So when you shoot this thing, if you're out, the slide stays closed, which is not something that we are all used to. So, you know, But what I do like about it is it fits very well in the hand, and I've got pretty big hands, by the way, so it fits very well in the hand, and I've never gotten slide bite with it. So and it's the muzzle flip on it is not really there, just because 32 ACP doesn't really have a lot of kick to it. So I can have extremely fast follow-up shots with it, and so I can get off 7 rounds pretty quickly. The serial number is in the 67,000 range, so I don't know exactly what year this was made, but I can tell you where I got it. I did not get it off a gun broker, no, even though that is a fun place to shop for me. I got this actually at a firearms store, and I got it at Collector's Firearms down in Houston. You know, for a relatively decent price. I saw it and I wanted to get it, so I did. So it's a nice little pistol. Just more or less kind of a novelty for me. I don't use this for anything else other than just plinking, shooting, and just, you know, overall having fun. But I will say this, what I think is kind of interesting is that you know, on every Colt they have their mark. So their mark is actually on the back of the slide right here. I actually kind of like that look. Let me know what you think. Also, there is a thumb safety here. It's also meant to hold the slide open as well, because as I said, there's no last round hold open. So there's 2 notches in the slide. There's one up here, and then there's one over here. One of them is to act as the safety, and the other one is to essentially hold the slide open for visual inspection, if you want to do that. Disassembly of these is not is simple, but it's also very finicky sometimes if you're not used to it. So if I ever got into a disassembly video of this, you would be able to see what I'm talking about, but you can see disassembly videos out there. Let me know what your questions are in the comment section. I'd love to see. You know, I will go ahead and give a few shout outs there. Mr. Terry Jones, thank you for watching. Mr. Anthony Morelli, thank you for watching. Tony Romano, thank you for watching. For wherever you are, please let me know where you're watching from. I would love to see. I would love to know where my audience is coming from. If you're here in the States, let me know. Shout out to the good old US of A. If you guys are watching from anywhere else, let me know as well. I also have other audience members from around the world, so not just the United States, and I know that some people are allowed to shoot other firearms, especially antique ones in other countries. And if this is something that you're interested in, then, you know, hopefully the information I'm providing to you is something that you actually value. So thank you. Once again, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so. I post there once every 2 weeks. It's a lot of fun for me. I enjoy it. I'm glad that I can bring that kind of content to you guys because I know you enjoy it. And, you know, I try to provide you guys some type of quality. So, we're just going to go for a little bit while longer. Thank you for tuning in. If you're just tuning in and watching this show, I will cover the pistol one more time before I close out for the day, so you haven't missed it if you're just tuning in now. If you have any questions, please shoot them to me in the comment section. I'd love to hear what you have any questions about. You can ask me anything about my professional, personal, or anything having to do with my YouTube channel or my content, and I'll try to answer as best as possible. Okay, here we go, one last time. I will go ahead and just say here, once again, this cartridge is rather small. It is one of the smallest cartridges I have seen in an autoloader. I have seen the 25 ACP. However, I have never shot it. So this is the smallest cartridge that is centerfire that I've actually shot. But it is a very nice shooting round. I like it. I can have extremely fast follow-up shots with it. So those of you who like to shoot fast and, you know, do things like that, there you go. I'm going to go ahead and look at the pistol here one more time. Go ahead and show you guys that because I know that's what you came here for. So I'm going to go ahead and put the magazine in. Once again, nothing in the magazine. And I would also like to go ahead and just demonstrate really quickly that there is no magazine hold open. So the magazine is inserted. The magazine ejector has been put over the magazine. And I'm going to go ahead and pull the slide back and demonstrate to you how it actually works here. So I've pulled it back and just let it go, and it hasn't held open. So you normally, if the magazine is empty, it would hold open on other semi-automatics, but this one doesn't. The other thing this also has is a grip safety. So it's right there. I like grip safeties. I think they're very cool. Some people really don't like them, but this one I don't feel like I have to. I feel like I have to depress, but I don't have to put a lot of pressure to depress, and it seems extremely natural when I depress it. So there you go. I'm gonna go ahead and show you this very nice looking shooter here. Yes, I use it to shoot. Yes, it is a collector to me. However, I do like shooting all the weapons I have. Here you go. Nice single action trigger. It's got 2-piece grips here. Very nice. Once again, Colt. It is an original Colt, not a replica. So if you are into collecting firearms, I'm your man. The sights, as I said, are extremely small on here, so getting a sight picture on it, if you really want to get one, you can. Not to say that you can't. However, this is not really meant to be a long distance shooter. It's meant to be up close and personal and meant to get a lot of shots off extremely quickly, which it does, which I like about it. So that's awesome. So the Colt 1903 safety hammerless. Excuse me, pocket hammerless, not safety hammerless. When I say safety hammerless, I'm thinking of like Smith & Wesson, their revolvers. But this is the pocket hammerless 1903 Colt. Pocket hammerless Colt 1903. Whichever way you want to call it, it's all the same. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I really enjoy doing this stuff. I try to hit you guys up at least once every other week. At least on Facebook, on YouTube, I try to hit you up once every other week, so you're getting a dose of me at least some way throughout the week. So, once again, happy Veterans Day. Thank you for tuning in. I hope to see you. If I did not catch you on this live stream, I will catch you up on the replay. Thank you for your time. Description section is a link to our Patreon account if you feel like supporting us. Don't forget to buy me a coffee as well. Moms, cowgirls, and cowboys, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. And if you're looking forward to the next video, I'll see you on down the trail. Have a good one.